Many of our Victorian viewers will be familiar with ex-St Kilda footballer Alan Stretton. Today, as Colonel Alan Stretton, he's Chief of Staff of the headquarters of the Australian Forces in Vietnam.
On this Christmas Day, my thoughts will be, of course, back at home in Australia, and I think that could be said for every soldier here in Vietnam. I'd like to say a word to the mums and the dads and the older generation. Some of you may have some doubts about the younger generation at times. If you could have seen what I've seen here during the past year, to see these young Australians performing and representing you up here, you would be as proud of them as I have been. I can assure you that while Australia can produce young Australians that can act as ambassadors in this country, as they have done in the past year, we need have no fears about the future. I would like to, especially this morning, say that I'll be thinking of my own wife and family who are holidaying down at Bateman's Bay, and thinking of the wonderful times we've had down there over recent years. And I'm also thinking of my own mother at Elwood in Victoria, and I know that she'll be at a big family reunion today, and I'm just sorry that I can't be there. That's all I have to say. A happy Christmas to everybody.
One of the more notable landmarks around Saigon is the Catholic Cathedral located in Kennedy Square. It has become familiar to many Australians. Since they were first committed to service here in Vietnam in 1962, the Australian Army's training team have done a great deal to enhance the image of the Australian fighting man. They're a group of dedicated, highly skilled professional soldiers who work alongside, advise, and fight alongside local troops. Here at Pleiku, this group is a member or are members of Mike Force. But here today in the village of Pleiket, there's a lighter side to the war. Warrant Officer Class 2 Marty McLaughlin is a company commander and training advisor to 2 Mobile Strike Force. He comes from Ingleburn.
Hello, Dal. Sorry I can't be home with you for Christmas, but I hope you're having a very, very nice day. Hello, Steve. How are you, mate? Young Michael? Get all your Christmas presents okay, fellas? This is little Mike Force that I've been telling you all about. He's my little mate up here. Anyway, Dad'll be home in 90 days. Have a very, very nice Happy New Year too, love.
Captain David Paul is the company commander of 223 Company Mobile Strike Force here at Pleiku. He comes from Linfield.
Hi, Mum. Hi, Dad. I guess by now my Christmas surprise of walking in the door a few hours ago on R&R is a bit old news, but I'm grateful to be able to talk to you on the television today to let you know why I came, in case I don't get around to saying it when I get there. It's not because Sydney's the best place in the world or it's got the best girls in the world. That's just secondary consideration. But really it's because I've got the best parents in the world, and I couldn't imagine 2 better people to spend today with. And we've had so few in the past that I'm very grateful to have today and the next couple of days with you.
Warrant Officer Alec McCluskey commands a platoon of Modern Yard troops based here at Pleiku. His wife Pam and his 4 children are living in Holsworthy.
Hi, Pam. How you going, Dale? Sorry I won't be home at Christmas to have lunch, dinner with you, but I have to be home early in the new year on the R&R. I'll see you then, and I'd like to say, Alec, Michael, Julie, Philip, I'll see you early in January, and when I come back again I won't have so long to go before I'm home with you for good. Also, I'd like to thank Auntie Nett and Uncle Ted for what she's done to Pam while I've been across here, and I'll thank them personally when I get home.
Warrant Officer Lachlan Snowcroft acts as an advisor to a Montagnard platoon commander in the 2nd Battalion Mobile Strike Force. His family are living in Liverpool.
Hello, darling. Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year. Brian, Douglas, Merry Christmas to you. Lee, Kerry Ann, Frank, Scott, I hope you've been good for Mummy. Merry Christmas to you, Mum and Dad. Nan, all the best for the new year. Hope to see you soon.
Warrant Officer John Vincent is a platoon commander with Mike Force. He is the son of Professor J.M. Vincent, University of New South Wales.
Hi folks, Mum and Dad. Hope you're having as happy a Christmas at home as we are up here. And no doubt Santa Claus has been good to the children, Sally, Jonathan and Robin. And with Christmas here, not long and I'll be back home again to see you all.
Australian advisors are operating in many areas in the Delta. Warrant Officer Bob King here is just arriving back in Vinh Bin province after a couple of days' well-earned rest. Back in 1966, Warrant Officer Bob King was known as the Mayor of Binjar. That was on his first tour. This time he's been working more out of the village of Hugh 2. Warrant Officer King's family are waiting for him in Holsworthy.
I believe this is going to be at home for Christmas, and I'm sure Barb will be able to take care of everyone in my absence, especially that little fella, that a grandson of ours. Looking forward to seeing him. Okay?
Warrant Officer John Vincent is the platoon commander with Mike Force here at Pleiku. Today he has a rather special message for Miss Margaret Walters in Nunawading.
Hi Margaret, how's Christmas back in God's country? We're having ourselves a quiet time here and the kiddies are obviously enjoying themselves. Say hi to Rusty and Roddy for me, and what with Christmas here, be home very soon and looking forward to seeing you again.
This fountain is in the very heart of Saigon. It's located at the intersection of Laloy and Win Way. It's a favourite attraction for sightseeing. Van Kiep is a training centre for South Vietnamese troops just outside of Ba Ria, the province capital. It is also the base for a number of mobile advisory teams. Some members of the Australian Army training team are working with the Vietnamese here in the Phuoc Tuy province, as well as in some of the more northern provinces. Warrant Officer Class 2 John McCartney is an advisor to the regional forces here in the Phuoc Tuy province. He comes from Campbelltown.
Hello, darling, and also Michelle. I wish to send you Christmas greetings for the Christmas and the New Year, also to my many friends at home.
This is the Harold Holt Memorial Pool. It is located alongside the Peter Badco Club here at Vung Tau. Every couple of months, troops from the task force get the opportunity to come down here and spend a couple of days relaxing. In addition to the 5 days R&R leave out of country, soldiers serving here in Vietnam are entitled to 5 days rest and convalescent leave here at the R&C Centre in Vung Tau. Here the atmosphere is completely informal. Soldiers come here to relax and to forget the rigours of operation. Members of the Australian Army's training team are serving in many areas of Vietnam. We came across Warrant Officer John Hartman in the province of Vinh Bin in the Mekong Delta. Sergeant Major Hartman's family are living in Salisbury, Queensland.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say Merry Christmas, Mum and Dad. I sure would like to be with you both, and I'm sure you'd like to be with me also, Harpo, and having a few beers. I'd like to also pass on the best for Christmas to Lorraine and family, and any other of our good friends there in Brisbane. I hope to see you in the near future, so have a good time for Christmas and New Year, Mum and Dad. Goodbye.
This little oasis is in the plaza of the community centre here at Nui Dat. The community centre contains a snack bar, a projection room, a billiard room, a hobby centre and various other amenities. It's a favourite place for soldiers to relax in their off-duty. The commander of the Australian forces in Vietnam is Major General R.A. Hay. His family reside in the Canberra suburb of Red Hill.
Today is Christmas Day. It's a day when the thoughts of all sailors, soldiers and airmen under my command here in Vietnam turn naturally towards home and their loved ones. That's why I welcome the opportunity today to speak on their behalf, and particularly for those who have not had the opportunity to send a message on this program. Thank you all for the support you have given this force over the past year. The number of gifts and Christmas cakes sent to servicemen other than by their families illustrates this in a most tangible manner. Much of this support comes from the large Australian organisations, churches, industry and commerce. But a significant amount continues to come from individuals at home who have no family ties with the servicemen or servicewomen here in Vietnam. The past year has been both challenging and demanding for the Australian force. The difficulties of service under operational conditions have not lessened in this period, and neither has the importance of the role they are playing. You can be justly proud of the efforts of all members of the force during 1969. The serviceman, because of his ready sense of humour, his respect for the laws and customs of the country, continues to be a fine ambassador for Australia. I can assure you that everything is being done to provide an opportunity for troops to relax when operational needs permit. Again, because of your support, amenities and recreational facilities are of a higher standard than ever provided in an operational area. Despite the long separation of families and loved ones, the morale of the force is high. On behalf of all members of the Australian force in Vietnam, may I wish you all a happy Christmas and an even happier reunion in 1970. And now, if I may, I would like to join those members of my force in Vietnam who have sent personal messages to their families to add a brief personal message to mine. I'm thinking of all of you today. A very happy Christmas to you, Andre dear, and to Robin, Edward and Geoffrey. God bless you all. My fondest love, and I'll see you in a few months. Goodbye.